always comes in the name of compassion and equality of outcomes. When I was at Columbia, they are brainwashing my classmates saying education should be free. Healthcare is a human right. How unfair is it that there are billionaires and there are homeless people? It should be we are all equal. This same idea began the living hell of North Korea. When Kim Il-sung came to my grandmothers and my grandfather, he said this to exacting to us. How unfair is that they are landowners, they are capitalists. And how unfair is that your children cannot be educated, you need to pay for it. If you give me the power, Kim Il-sung said, I'm going to make everything free. Government was gonna provide everything for us. If we just gave up our private property, our freedom of speech, our freedom of movement.
By the way, if you are smart enough, you will know who I am. But you are really not smart enough to know who I am. But soon you're gonna know who I am. Very easy.
Wow, very easy. The entitlement.
No, believe me, I'm much better than that.
Was first made a few years ago. Congresswoman Ilhan Omar tried to knock it down by calling it absurd. Then when the media turned up a wedding certificate, Omar went silent, refusing to make any comments at all, saying she does not talk about her family or personal life. Well, now others are talking, like Abdul Hakim Osman, a prominent member of the Minneapolis Somali community, who is now on the record telling the Daily Mail that in 2009, Ilhan Omar married her biological brother Ahmed Saeed Almi so that he could legally remain in the U.S. and attend college. At the time, Omar was married to Ahmed Hersey, but it was a religious marriage, meaning there was no Minnesota state record stating that she and Hersey were husband and wife, and so marrying her brother would allow her sibling to get his legal immigration documents. But Mr. Osman isn't just saying that Omar married her biological brother. He also gave the Daily Mail the name of the Christian minister who married them. That minister reportedly says she does not want to be involved or interviewed about Congresswoman Omar.
Ass up! Lock his ass up! You're going to jail. You're going to jail.
Criticize the government?
What? You want to die? Criticize the government? You can't even speak without a man to vouch for you. You're a woman. Get her.
Welcome to America, Salma.
Can I criticize the government?
You are free to criticize the government.
Death to America! Death to America! Intifada! Death to America!
As long as our economy and political systems prioritize profit without considering who is profiting, who is being shut out, we will perpetuate this inequality. So we cannot stop at criminal justice system. We must begin the work of dismantling the whole system of oppression wherever we find it.
All right, here goes nothing. Oh! Ow! Felt good for once.
You maniac!
So shut up, bitch!
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever this video finds you. Welcome to Ticks. Sorry I had to quickly end Monday's stream. I'm trying to keep them under 2 hours so I can do my shorts through StreamYard. So all I gotta do is just click it and they'll upload the shorts that night, so they'll be ready to go in the morning. But Monday's show ended at 2 hours and 1 second. So I couldn't do the shorts. Those of you that have StreamYard, you know, that do this, y'all know how it goes. If you just that second over, they like, no shorts for you. I had a busy day. All right, so I guess you can say this is a continuation of what happened Monday. But this took place, let's see, when did this took place? Crap. Today. Okay. This took place today. Whoops, get out the way. Damn it, move. Okay, I hate when the freaking widgets pop up. So President Trump announces end of Biden era vehicle standards, takes questions from reporters. And of course, he's talking about the boat strike, Somalians, Ukraine, Henry Culler, and more. And I mean, this got explosive. And if we have enough time, I'll try to find some of the best roundtable discussions, because he had a cabinet meeting that ran for 2.5 hours, and I didn't feel like covering all of that. What's up, Detroit? Like Tim Walz is under investigation, right? That's the whole thing. See, the whole situation with that Somali situation. Understand how Trump moves. He don't have to go after you directly. All he has to do is just say, "Hey, look, investigate this, investigate that." He doesn't have to tell you that these people are under investigation. Like, look at Letitia James. Letitia James, she done got somebody fired. She got a couple, she got somebody fired, but she will be prosecuted. You want to go after Trump over something stupid that everybody does. Like what he did was the equivalent of going to a pawn shop and saying, well, this watch is worth $200, and then they look at it, appraise it, and say it's worth $50. But I see it as 200. Well, at max we can get you 50. Okay, I'll take the 50. So then you take the 50, you walk out the pawn shop, and then the police are saying they arrest you because you said it was worth $200. Yeah, but I didn't get 200. I didn't rip them off. I didn't rip them off. They told me what it was worth, and I took the offer. You say Alvin Bragg is aiding and abetting on immigrants to have free get out of jail card. Yeah, well, that's the funny thing with concerning Mamdani and Trump with that meeting, because Trump wants to save New York. He wants the illegals up out of there, and he is definitely not going to deal with the Muslim Brotherhood. That's why he labeled them a terrorist organization. There will be no Sharia law in New York, or he's just going to run the fade and denaturalize Mamdani. Same thing with Ilhan Omar's stupid self. She keep running around here talking about she's an American citizen. My passport say American citizen. Yeah, but you're a naturalized citizen. You can be denaturalized. And come to find out, some woman did some digging. She's not even a naturalized citizen. And my whole thing is, we wouldn't even be in this situation. She wouldn't even be in the position to run her mouth, or Mamdani wouldn't even be mayor of New York, as well as a few other people, if it was on the books that as a naturalized citizen, you cannot hold public office, nor can you be in a position of power like a police officer. You can open you up a little coffee shop, a gas station, a beauty supply shop, whatever, but you're not going to be chief of police. You're not going to be a member of Congress. Look at how she talks. This woman talks like she should be taken out back. Like, who the hell let you in here? You're not upholding the oath of the Constitution. You too busy trying to be Somalian. You say, yet Jasmine Crockett flew to California to advocate immigrants instead Black Americans that are homeless. Same thing with Maxine Waters with her bitch. And this is what killed me about. When I talk about Black folks, I'm mainly talking about Black folks who are subservient to Democratic leadership. It be your own people that sell you out. Jasmine Crockett don't give two craps about Black folks. She puts on her black face because she doesn't talk and act like that off camera, or when she's begging white folks for something. No, she acts every bit of private school. She acts every bit of $30,000 a year private school. Suddenly, all that niggerish talk goes away. And you notice how Ilhan didn't condemn all the scammers not gonna work because she's part of it. They're a terrorist or they're a terrorist network. It's a terrorist network. You hear about the gang violence going on in Minnesota amongst the Somalians. Yeah, that's like old school Tony Soprano shakedowns. That's what that is. Fighting for territory, shaking down Somalians who have any type of businesses, those who are actually trying to, live the American dream, because not all of them are criminals like that. It's just like the Italians. It's no different than the Italians. You got to kick the money up top. Didn't we say about what did we say about black women Congresses out there rescuing the immigrants from ICE? Yeah. In all honesty, serious. Don't get me started with the whole ICE and these paid agitators, because in all honesty, like I said, I know I sound like a broken record with this, but if you would have started blowing brains out in California during that insurrection, you'd have ran people over and then start popping their asses with live rounds when they were trying to overthrow that detention center. If you'd have put blood in the streets, none of this would have happened. None of that. We wouldn't be in the situation that we're in now, where you have Afghan refugees killing National Guardsmen. You'd have been too scared. You'd have known right off rip, you're going to get popped. There is no, you get handcuffed. With no way in hell. Let me tell you something. If you would have, as ICE agents or National Guardsmen, started using deadly force on people who threw rocks and bottles and started busting teeth out of people who wanted to get up and yell and scream and curse all up in your face while you're trying to detain somebody, you start breaking legs and elbows and be like, hey, look, we told them back up 10 feet. They didn't do it, so they were interfering. They got their ass kicked. What you want us to do? What you gonna do? Prosecute us? We outrank you. Just like Oregon trying to pass a law about some arresting federal agents if they appear to break the law. Bruh, please. Them dudes will open fire on you and your corrupt police department. They wish one of your cops would. Talking about something, well, we're here to arrest Special Agent Jackson because he used pepper spray on somebody. Man, they snatch your ass. Yeah, come on right in. He's right in here. Yeah, come get him. Come get him. Come on in. I'm sorry. Portland. Up there in Portland, Oregon. The hub of Antifa. Yeah, come right on in. Come get him. Come get him. You want him so bad? Walk through the door. Come on. We'll open the gate for you. Come on. You want an escort? There he is right there. Come get him. We won't. Come on. Come on, Cletus. Come on, Cletus. Come on, Cletus. Come get him, Cletus. He's right there, Cletus. Come on. Just step across the line. Come right here. Come on. Come into the gate. Just come into the gate. Just come into the gate. Just walk into the gate. Come on, man. There he is right there. He's 2 feet away inside the gate. Come on. Come get him. He waiting. You see, he's standing there with his hands. He got his back to you with his hands clasped, and you can arrest him. Go get him. Come on. Come on, what you scared for? Why you nervous? They wish you would. They wish you would try to arrest a federal agent. Your goofy self. No, but yeah, you got these black leaders, these Democratic black leaders who are not your friends. Look at Brandon Johnson, biggest coon out there. This dude put all them illegals in black neighborhoods on the south side. Then he turned around this year, month or two ago, raised all the property taxes in predominantly black areas of Chicago. Raised their property taxes to steal their homes in order to claim eminent domain and then throw the illegals in your house. Ain't that something? I seen Portland, Oregon as a truck driver. Trust me, it's a shithole because there are more homeless people that they are not that they are not even black. Right. That's why I was like, you know, when they closed the 2 Walmarts that they had in Oregon, they closed their only 2 Walmarts. I was like, see, like, understand the theft is not just us. It's not just us that's stealing from these grocery stores, you know? Hell, what, you got some guy on video, this dude was handing out machetes and cigarettes and crack pipes. Like, what are you? I guess you want them to take each other out. Well, that's a good way to do it. But, you know, the collateral damage will be the average citizen just walking down the street. And, you know, with the way that the crime laws are, more than likely, they'll probably arrest the victim. Well, you shouldn't have been walking down the street. Don't you know that homeless man owns that 1 square that you stepped on? You eminent domain. I mean, the laws are so backwards in these democratic socialist / communist cities, man. It's ridiculous. It's so ass backwards. And people wonder why I walk around here. I mean, yeah, strapped with a body cam. I can present my evidence. I present my own evidence. Thank you very much. You can hear everything that was going on in 4K. At any rate, let me stop. No, but Ilhan Omar think that she can't be denaturalized. And after this session right here that I'm about to play, oh, she was so quiet. Oh, she used to be all that, you know, Trump is a racist, because apparently the Somalians were able to scam the people of Minnesota by saying, you know, if you don't give us this money, then we're going to say that you're racist. And it's like, I'd have looked at them like, well, go ahead, say I'm racist. Like, I don't care. I don't care. This is why I tell y'all, hey, stop trying to pull the racism card all the time because it's worn out. Your card is rejected. White folks don't want to hear that shit no more. You know, the people that are in charge, they don't want to hear that shit no more. And the people that are in charge that pretend like they're listening to you, they only use that as a tool to further undermine you because they know that you're using it as a crutch. Because you have no value. The only thing you can do is blame other people for your discrepancies instead of fixing yourself. It's a goddamn shame that talking about male improvement turns into an argument. But if you're not trying to improve yourself, yes, they'll let you use racism as a crutch in order to fund their operations. Just like with these NGOs, $5 million come in the front, 4.5 of it goes out the back, 500,000 goes into the NGO, but 250,000 of that goes into the head of the NGO's pocket as far as a salary, and then the rest gets divided up into their staff. And maybe they'll have a toy drive, a march, pay for some picket signs. Maybe we'll feed you on Thanksgiving. Well, we're here to combat racism and crime and homelessness and poverty. Meanwhile, this motherfucker's Lexus is parked in the back in a secure garage. Black lesbian mansions, anyone? And you fall for the banana in the tailpipe every single goddamn time and then expect somebody to respect you because you black. Watching Claude Anderson take the other day, and the guy, I think it was like in the late 80s, early 90s, he was speaking in front of a bunch of black folks, of course. And he told him, he was like, you know, as black people, we need to restrict immigration. We should be against immigration. Like, because, and as he said, right now, we're the #1 minority in this country. All right, which means that we're on top of the food chain when it comes to the laws and benefits of this country. Things that we've been fighting for. But now that you've allowed all these immigrants in, he said, what's going to happen when you allow immigrants in? You're going to be at the very bottom. John Henry Clark said, we have no friends, but yet somehow you believe in this black and brown coalition because the Hispanic dude that run the store that you go to, y'all say hi to each other, y'all friendly, y'all cordial, or your co-worker that's from Africa, y'all are friendly and cordial. So therefore, oh man, they cool. No. Yeah, $90 million in donations. Right. Like y'all are cool as long as he's on top of you. Kafir. Long as he's on top of you, y'all good. Again, ask the people in LA what happened to Compton. What happened to their local politics, where you have Hispanic politicians talking about fuck your kids, we ain't giving you shit, we gonna run them out of their neighborhoods. That's why you had that insurrection in California, and you got some goofy ass black dude standing next to that masked Hispanic dude that was waving the Hispanic flag on top of that car that was burning. You got some goofy Negro standing up there with him, thumbs up, yeah! Like, dude, how dumb are you, dog? Come on, seriously. If the Hispanics completely take over California, they're gonna run your goofy black ass up out of there. But that's what happens when black people like totally, it's not a matter of them really not knowing their history. It's just that they don't take that into account because, I don't see it happening. They really do like having history repeat itself. You say there's this Latino dude is doing pro-black BS to pandering black women, trying to make a fault out of black men. Yeah, because he know that's how he can get paid and laid. You blame a black man for anything. I mean, black chicks, you're going to get paid and laid. Y'all remember that dude that used to kiss Crystalline Karazin's ass? That angel dude or whatever? That Hispanic dude or half Hispanic looking dude or whatever? Y'all remember that dude? Say shout out to Angry Man. Yeah, this was like before Angry Man came onto the thing. It was some dude named Angel. Oh, I can't click on it. Some dude named Angel at some convention, some type of goofy little internet convention or something like that. I mean, look at how Rob, she was chasing Tariq. He wanted nothing to do with her. Oh, Dusty Rob. Oh, Dirty Dick Rob. I mean, I don't want to really I don't really want to get into the gossip, but I mean, that's just internet history. That's what we know. We've seen it happen. Now she like his fifth, sixth baby mama. I mean, good Lord, at least she finally got somebody to hit it. I bet when she, y'all remember the bedroom scene and I'm gonna get you, sucker? But he was in there with the light-skinned chick, Vanessa Bell, whatever her name was, and she got to take it off her wig and her leg through her fake breast and fake booty out. All right. Sorry about that. This goddamn internet is funny. Like I got two internet services over here, and neither one of them want to act right. All right. Sorry. All right. I'm back. Sorry. All right. Where did I leave off at? No, I'm not muted. My internet was acting funny, and it still might be acting funny because I had to switch over from AT&T to Xfinity. Hold on, let me see something here. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. Anyway, all right. So let's get on with it. I BS'd enough. No, but I mean, my bottom line is that, you know, we're so discombobulated as a people, but you know, we think that we're owed something, but we're not. If anything, you got to go out and get it. And whatever little subsidies that we felt that we're owed, the illegals have taken it. And the ones that have taken it are the very people that you sit up here and think, say you guess you back on your vampire hours. The ones that are taking it are the ones that you sit up here and call your brothers. Like, there is no such thing as Pan-Africanism, and there is no such thing as a black and brown coalition. There's no coalitions. We're all tribal. We're racial and tribal down to our very core. You may be able to get along with other nationalities, but when the chips fall with them where they may, you're going to stick with your own people. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Just make sure you stick with the right kind of your people, because not all skin folk is kinfolk. So let's get into this. Damn, I feel like this cameraman trying to get everything ready to go. You ready?
Hello, everybody. Thank you very much. You all set? Well, we're talking about cafe standards, a very big deal, very important today. My administration has taken historic action to lower costs for American consumers, protect American auto jobs, and make buying a car much more affordable for countless American families and also safer. We're officially terminating Joe Biden's ridiculously burdensome, horrible, actually, cafe standards that imposed expensive restrictions and all sorts of problems, gave all sorts of problems to automakers. And we're not only talking about here, we're talking about outside of our country, because nobody could do it. Nobody wanted to do it, and it was ridiculous, very expensive. It put tremendous upward pressure on car prices. Combined with the insane electric vehicle mandate, Biden's burdensome regulations helped cause the price of cars to soar more than 25%. American history, the Green New Scam, and it's a quest to end the gasoline-powered car. This is what they wanted to do, even though we have more gasoline than any other country by far. Interesting business, but we want to keep it that way. I want to thank Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy, Deputy Transportation Secretary Stephen Bradbury, as well as CEO of Ford, Jim Farley. Jim, where is Jim? Let's see. Hi, Jim. Congratulations. You're doing a great job. CEO of Stellantis, Antonio Filosa. Thank you very much, Antonio. Chairman of the National Automobile Dealers Association, Tom Castrida.
Yes, sir.
Thank
Yes,
you
sir.
very
Yes,
much,
sir.
Tom.
Perfect.
Great to have you. And Manager, General Motors, Orient Plant, John Urbanik.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Great to have you guys here. And you're going to say a few words in a minute about how ridiculous this was, but we've just freed you up. So you're going to have a good day and have a good number of years. Thanks as well to Senator Shelley Moore Capito, Ted Cruz, Kevin Kramer, Marcia Blackburn, Eric Schmidt, and Bernie Marino, as well as Representatives Sam Graves, Vern Buchanan, Mike Kelly, Roger Williams, Lisa McLean, and Troy Balderson. All great people. These are great people. And I know there's a lot of support long beyond the people that are here. We had tremendous support on this. From day one, I've been taking action to make buying a car more affordable. I signed an executive order to end the unfair, expensive electric vehicle mandate, as you know, where you had to have an electric car within a very short period of time, even though.
Remember, that's what pissed off Elon Musk, made him storm out of the White House in a huff, because those subsidies that they were getting from the government for electric vehicles, he was using that to fund his quote unquote mission to Mars projects, among other things, other robotics and whatnot. So, you know, I mean, the best way to get your projects off the ground is with other people's money, especially if it's a grant.
There was no way of charging them, and lots of other things. It would have cost $5 trillion to build the charging plants. And as you know, in certain parts of the Midwest, they spent to build 9 chargers. They spent $8 billion. So that wasn't working out too well. That was done before me, by the way. I wouldn't have let it go forward. We're canceling the EPA's absurd tailpipe emission standards, one of the most important things that I've never had a group of people come to me more powerfully and really just devastated that they had to do it. It was killing them than the automobile manufacturers, the tailpipe emission standards. And I can tell you, your people at Ford were coming to me all the time, and they were saying, like, please, it doesn't do anything, and it's killing us. And it's driving the cost through the roof. And we revoked Biden's emissions waiver for California so that California communists could not regulate the automobile industry and ruin the entire nation of automobiles. And they were doing that too. But we have that now under control also with your governor, who's got much more than he can control. Now, under the new rules being issued today by Secretary Duffy, the Department of Transportation will rescind the Biden fuel economy prices. And I hate to say that because they were really not economy. They were really, they were anti-economy. They were horrible what they were doing to the costs and actually making the car much worse. But these policies forced automakers to build cars using expensive technologies that drove up costs, drove up prices, and made the car much worse. The action is expected to save the typical consumer at least $1,000 off the price of a new car, and we think substantially more than that.
Yeah, because I remember when Biden did that with the EV mandate, and they dumped all this money into these EV charging stations. And like, I bought stock. This is when I really started paying attention to the stock market. So I bought stock because the stock was soaring, only to watch it crash and burn because the people took the money for the EV charging stations. They took the money and ran. They didn't produce. They didn't produce sugar, honey. I see them trying not to curse, but they didn't produce anything. They took the money and ran. I think they put together like 2 charging stations, and then after that, they just collected dust.
Under the Trump administration, $70 billion are now being invested in the American auto industry. Ford has announced it will invest $5 billion across its Kentucky and Michigan plants. Is that a correct statement?
That's right.
That's a lot, $5 billion. You could do more. Creating at least 4,000 new jobs. Stellantis announced it will invest $13 billion to expand its U.S.-based manufacturing by more than 50% and open new manufacturing facilities across the country. And I think a big part of that is also the tariffs. Because of tariffs, they're coming in. Not only the automobile industry, AI, we're leading China in AI, we're leading everybody in AI, we're leading everybody and everything. We have the hottest country right now. I will tell you, a lot of political people behind me, great political people, very successful political people. We have the hottest country anywhere in the world. 1 year ago, we had a dead country, and now we have the hottest country anywhere in the world. And it started from November 5th, but it also started when we did the tariffs, and we've had tremendous support on the tariffs. It's bringing in trillions of dollars of wealth. It's bringing in national security. And I've stopped 8 wars, and of the 8 wars, 5 of them have been because of tariffs and trade. So they're very important. And
I have a quick question. Can somebody tell me of the Trump policies that he's implemented since he's been sworn in January 20th? What are the policies that he's implemented that you don't like because they are a detriment to society? I would love to hear it.
General Motors plans to invest $4 billion as it brings its manufacturing back to the United States from Mexico. After falling by 5% under Biden, U.S. auto production has surged by 10% so far this year. You know, I won the auto workers vote, but now even the head of the auto workers said Trump is the greatest president we've ever seen. And he happens to be right about that.
No, don't leave. Come back. Answer the question.
Well, we're protecting
what
our auto
policies
workers.
do you not
making
like?
it easier for every family to afford high quality cars. In other words, we're bringing automobiles back and the manufacturing of automobiles back into this country. We lost 52% over the years, 52% of our automobile manufacturing. You see it, closed factories all over the place. Now they're all opening up. They're being, in most cases, they're being knocked down and new ones are being built in their place. And a big beneficiary is the state of Michigan, but South Carolina, even states that didn't really do too much with the automobiles, they're opening up plants. It's been amazing. So between automobile plants, AI plants, and plants of every other nation, really every other type, including chips, we're going to have a big percentage of the chip market very soon. Not because of the CHIPS Act, which was horrible and ridiculous, where we just gave these companies billions and billions of dollars and just kept the money, but because of what we did with tariffs. They have to build here, otherwise they're going to have to pay tariffs. They won't be able to do business in the United States. And
yeah, because my NVIDIA stock has definitely, it started off in the summer. It was in the negative. It got down to the negative, but now it's been in the plus for the past couple of months. It's been climbing. NVIDIA.
We're going to have a big percentage of the chip industry. As of about a year ago, 2 years ago, we had none. And now we're going to have a very big percentage when it all finishes out. So I'd like to ask Secretary Duffy to speak, and then Mr. Farley, and then Velosa, and Urbanik, and Castrita. And also we're going to ask some of our political leaders to speak, because let me tell you, they went out of their way. This was not easy. And people were brainwashed. This is a green new scam. And people were paying too much for a car that didn't work as well. And now they're going to have a great car that's going to be environmentally friendly, but it's going to cost you a lot less, and it's going to work great. All of the nonsense.
Hold on. All right. So here's the NVIDIA stock, right? NVIDIA stock, $179 share. So when I bought the stock, it was right around up in here, right around like in February. That's when Trump announced that they were going to invest in NVIDIA stock. So as you can see, I was taking a beating. I was like, no, I'm gonna wait. And then as you can see, since April 22nd, it had started climbing. You know, it's got a little bit of a dip because, you know, they pretty much kind of settled, but they haven't started selling everything that they need. But as you can see, with the stock, you got to do what you got to do. Say, meanwhile, I got BTT, BitTorrent. I'm already a billionaire. Yeah, I mean, I don't think people get it. Let's go.
Sense is being taken out of the cars. So, Secretary Duffy, could you say a few
words? Thank you, Mr. President. So yesterday at the cabinet meeting, the president was talking about affordability, and the way that Democrats talk about affordability is a lie. Today is a perfect example of that. So these used what was contrary to the law. The Congress set a rule that says you have to look at combustion engines. Biden and Buttigieg actually did an analysis using
Edge.
I'm sorry. Edge used EVs and hybrids to come up with a 62 mile an hour per gallon standard, which I think the car companies will tell you is completely unattainable. So they spent a lot of money on technology trying to meet the unattainable standard, driving up the cost of a car, number one. And then number two, if they couldn't meet the unattainable standard, they had to trade for carbon, costing billions of dollars, and again, driving up the price of the car. So, Mr. President, what Democrats were doing, we're not making cars more affordable, they're making them less affordable. The consequence of that is going to be that more Americans can afford to buy a new car, which means they're going to be safer on the roads because of all the great new technology we have that save lives. So we'll have less death on American roads. These rules are going to allow the automakers to make vehicles that Americans want to purchase, not vehicles that Joe Biden and Buttigieg wants.
Buttigieg.
Which is important. But also, this is important for American jobs. The more cars we sell, the more jobs we have in this country. And so this is jobs, this is freedom, and this is common sense, Mr. President. So thank you for your leadership. And I appreciate what the Senate did with the big, beautiful bill and what we've done here today. So thank you,
very much. Big, beautiful bill is it's something. It's amazing. Wait till the people see the benefits and the lower taxes that they're going to have, lower regulations. So how about Ford?
Mr. President, Secretary, all the important lawmakers here, competitors, today is a victory of common sense and affordability. We're very proud of Ford to be the number one auto producer in our country. 80% of the vehicles we sell here, we make in our country.
Right.
And we never left, unlike many of our competitors. We're the number one exporter, and we have the most auto factory workers. And this CAFE standard that is aligned with customer demand is the right move for a lot of reasons. We were number 2 last year in EV sales. We were number 3 in hybrid, and we're the leading brand for combustion. We believe that people should be able to make a choice, as you said, Mr. President, and we will invest more in affordable vehicles. This allows us to invest in affordable vehicles made in the U.S., which we will take the lead on, and will allow us to make vehicles more affordable. So thank you for making this step for all of you.
Thank you very much. One of the other things we're doing, it's separate from this meeting, but I think everybody here would agree with it. If you go to Japan, where I just left, and if you go to South Korea and Malaysia and other countries, they have a very small car, sort of like the Beetle used to be with the Volkswagen. They're very small, they're really cute. And I said, how would that do in this country? And everyone seems to think good, but you're not allowed to build them. And I've authorized the secretary to immediately approve the production of those cars. So you'll be able to buy they really are, they're actually, some of them are really beautiful, actually. If you take a look, Honda, some of the Japanese companies do a beautiful job, but we're not allowed to make them in this country. And I think you're going to do very well with those cars. So we're going to approve those cars. Would you like to?
Just a quick look. Here's the Ford Motor Company stock. It's only $13 a share. In the year to date, since Tuesday, April 2nd, which is when they started moving their cars back to the United States, you see their stock has just been steady growing. Been steady growing. I think that might be something to look at. Let's see, Tesla. I know I got Tesla stock. Tesla. See their year to date. I'm sorry. We'll get into this, but I mean, the dude is really kind of talking money. So let's take a look. Year to date. Anytime. Anytime. That year to date? That's not year to date. Year to date, mother sucker. All right, let's get back to this. I'll come back to it.
I say something about that?
Well, no, just that he never stops working. So even when he's on Asian time, he's calling me at midnight in the States. But he gave me the directive to clear the regulations on this, which we have. And so if Toyota or any other company wants to make smaller, more affordable cars, fuel efficient, we have cleared the deck so they can make them in America and sell them in America.
They're really nice and less expensive. And it really gives people a chance to have a car, have a brand new car as opposed to a car that maybe isn't so great. And so you car companies start thinking about that. I think it's going to be a tremendous market. Please, would you like to say something?
Thank you, Mr. President.
Is it my computer or has Google been acting a fool today? I couldn't even get in to tell y'all.
It's a great day for us at Stellantis today because it's the day where we see cafe regulation reconciled with real customers' demand.
All right, y'all. Sorry about that. This is that we have. Yeah, because I'm looking at it like this Tesla stock. I was looking at my Tesla stock and it started shooting up on April 21st. I mean, it really shot up on September 10th through the 17th. Damn near $100, and it's been holding steady ever since. And all right, y'all, look, let's see here. what line statement that I got coming up with today. All right, so look, I don't know what's going on with my internet because my internet bar is acting real suspicious. So here's what we'll do. I'll scrap this tonight and then I'll come back to this. I'm sorry. I'll come back to this tomorrow because it looks like I'm going to be getting internet interruptions tonight, and I don't want to. I've already destroyed it. They've already destroyed what I'm trying to do tonight. So we'll call it a day. We'll do this again. We'll come back tomorrow, okay? We'll come back tomorrow and revisit this. And at this time, I'll be able to get the juicy bits, and we'll be able to go through that, all right? So I'll catch y'all later. Sorry about that.
No, gentlemen, Mr. Butler's been up north, I hear. Don't you agree with us, Mr. Butler?
I think it's hard winning a war with words, gentlemen.
What do you mean, sir?
I mean, Mr. Hamilton, there's not a cannon factory in the whole South.
What difference does that make, sir, to a gentleman?
I'm afraid it's going to make a great deal of difference to a great many gentlemen, sir.
Are you hinting, Mr. Butler, that the Yankees can lick us?
No, I'm not hinting. I'm saying very plainly that the Yankees are better equipped than we. They've got factories, shipyards, coal mines, and a fleet to bottle up our harbors and starve us to death. All we've got is cotton and slaves and arrogance. That's treachery!
A problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
Right. Hi. Thanks for the fun.
Get the fuck out!